Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Cutthroat City. I don't know. So it's about four boyhood friends who return to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, realize that their homes are decimated and there's no work for them there. So they turn to a gangster who then gets them involved in a casino heist. Sounds kind of like a good plot, but it's only 4.5 on IMDb, which is kind of low. But only 650 people have rated it so far. So Denzel Whitaker's in it, recognizing by the face. Keenan Johnson, he was on Nashville. I thought I saw T.I. is in it. Terrence Howard is in it. Isa Gonzalez, Ethan Hawke, Wesley Snipes. You know what I mean? Isaiah Washington. Seems like there's a lot of good people in it, so hopefully it's good. The reason I picked it was 2 hours and 3 minutes long, so it's definitely a weekend movie for me. So it's a Saturday night, so I can stay up a little bit later. No school tomorrow. But I'll get into it here and find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and then ultimately let you know what I think. I'm kind of cautiously optimistic about this one, so let's see. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Cutthroat City. We're at the 1 hour, 4 minute, and 14 second mark. So a lot has kind of happened, but it does drag on a little bit, I'll tell you that. I just realized, I should do a check-in, and it's only this far through the movie. But anyway, so those four best friends, they don't really show them leaving, but obviously I guess everybody had to evacuate for Katrina, and then they come back. They don't show that whole piece. They show, a wedding that they're at, and then the storm coming, and then them being there afterwards. Now their houses weren't devastated or anything like that, and they don't even show them not being able to work. One's like a drug dealer, the other one's a musician, and the other guy's an artist. And the artist can't find work, but the other ones are, working at what they do, and I'm not even sure what the other guy does. They never even said. He wants to breed dogs, whatever. But they're not making enough money to make ends meet, and the one guy who got married, their house, they're three months behind on bills. The other musician who's not making a lot of money, his mom's giving him grief, that kind of thing. So they need money. So they decide to go to T.I., who's like the head gangster there, and he turns them on to the casino robbery. So they go into that, and of course, as a robbery happens, not everything goes right. And the main thing is the paper says they got $150,000 stolen, but they really only got like $25,000. So of course T.I. is like, "Where's my money?" And they're like, "Well, we didn't get it." So now he's kind of, after them, and and then I think that and they have the detective also trying to figure out who did the robbery, all that kind of stuff. So it's your main, it's your normal run-of-the-mill robbery movie, heist movie, if you will, by somebody who was hired by, a gangster in a sense. So that's what it is. Ethan Hawke is the city councilman, so he's trying to work with the detectives to try and figure out what happened here with the casino and everything like that. And there's something fishy going on with the cops and all that, but I'll let you figure that all out. But that's really what it's about. And it took a while to get there, and it's a little slow moving, so that's the only thing. Otherwise, it's pretty okay, but it's also very common, I would say. You know what I mean? Nothing extra special, nothing out of the norm. I mean, they have Katrina as the background, but, So, there you go. Anyway, let me get back to it here. A little over halfway. Like I said, it's 2 hours and 3 minutes long, so, a lot can change, and we'll see what happens, so stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Cutthroat City. I'm a little confused. So the movie goes as you would think it was. Like I said, it's a little predictable, a little common. There's not much to it. I do think that they tried to make it a little bit different, with the Ethan Hawke story, when he comes in and his whole role, but it's so watered down that it doesn't, I don't really care that much about what he was talking about, what was going on. You know, so I thought that was interesting. Terrence Howard, he shows up in it, but again, watered down. I mean, it was like for one specific thing, and I'm not even sure why. I don't even understand their actual role. Why? So Ethan Hawke kind of wants to protect the 3 guys or 4 guys that are, you know, in trouble with the gangster and in trouble with the law. But I don't know why. You know, honestly, I have no clue. And so that's when he reaches out to Terrence Howard's character. I have no idea. Very, very confused and all that. But I was like, you know, because there wasn't enough meat there to, I don't know. So I just kind of wrote it off and just watched the rest of the movie. And the rest of the movie happens. Okay, great. Then they had their ending, and I was like, all right. And then they show another clip, which is not in, you know, in harmony with the actual ending of what we just saw, right? And I don't want to go into too much detail and ruin it for you, but I was like, wait a minute, what? So now they got to explain that. They don't. They cut to the next scene, which just contradicts that scene. So, like, I don't know if it's a dream sequence or what. So I'm like, all right, I'm confused. Let me talk to everybody and explain what I thought of the movie. Then they had like a post-credit scene, which, again, like, which contradicts the original ending. So it seems like there was maybe 2 different endings, and I thought, okay, if they're going to show another cutscene, which could happen, maybe it'll make more sense. But I know you're like, what? But if you watch the movie, you'll know exactly what I mean, and maybe you'll be able to make sense of it. Not me. Totally don't get it. So I don't know what their point was with the endings. I understand the entire movie. Thought it was good enough. It was, you know, a little long. I think it dried out throughout the movie. Wesley Snipes, you know, he plays one of the kids' father. A useless role. It really didn't matter at all. So, you know, they had these big name actors in it in probably significant roles, but they didn't use them right. I didn't think. At least, you know, I mean, I used them a little bit more, have them have more meaning to the actual movie. And maybe they did. Maybe, I mean, it was 2 hours long. They might have wrote a 4-hour movie and it had all the stuff that I'm looking for in it. And then they're like, yeah, we can't produce a 3-hour movie, you know. So they cut all that out, and they cut those 3 actors, I think, pieces out that made it more interesting. So, there you go. That's all I got. A little disappointed. There's more there. I know there's more there. And I don't know if it's the way that they told the story or the pieces that they left out that make it disappointing. And maybe it's one of those you have to watch twice, but I don't think so. I got bored. It was 2 hours long. I got a little bored. Like I said, it kind of very cookie cutter type movie that I just was like, whatever. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to it well enough. That could be it. So there you go. We'll blame it on me on this one. But if you check it out, let me know your thoughts. What did you think of the ending? The next piece, the piece after that, and then the 4th piece. There's actually 4 pieces from the dramatic climax, and I keep waiting for them to hit me again here with a little bit more, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So there you go. That's it. That's all I got. I'm rambling on. Thanks for staying with me this long. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That'd be fantastic. Tell all your friends to subscribe. And don't forget to leave comments. You can hit that thumbs up button. Whatever. Most importantly, continue to tune back in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.